spotlight is all on me because I'm amazing. Um. Anyways, let's get into it. Who am I? Oh, we got new. I'll back up for the new people. Hi guys, welcome. Yeah, go. I can't stop you from doing anything, literally. Alright, what time is it? 10:26. Alright. Hey guys. How's the rest of the podcast? I had to leave early to help set up, but was it good? Everyone entertaining? Yeah. Anyways, welcome to streaming and content creation. I hope you're all excited. You did choose this, so. Little heads up for those who just joined us. I am actually streaming this presentation, so we're live on YouTube right now. Anyone who's concerned about being recorded, don't be, because camera's on me. Anyways, I'll let y'all folks get settled. Anyway, I'm Kayla. I'm going to be presenting about the thing you all signed up for. Yeah, you can. Thank you. Anyway, who am I? What am I doing up here? Like I said, my name's Kayla. I'm a Spark Ambassador. I'm my school's esports manager. I'm a very cool person if you get to know me. I set up and ran my county's esports tournament, and I'm one of the many faces of Spark. So you'll see me on the website with a lot of other people. But I'm going to focus on the esports tournament and setup. I'm going to go back for a sec. One of the biggest things I did, as I talked about on the podcast for the esports thing, was I set up a stream so that family members who couldn't make it to the event or who were out of town could see their kids compete. So we're going to focus on that and streaming, because it's fun. Usually, when you play video games, your setup looks a little like this. It goes straight from the console to the monitor you're playing on, if you play on a monitor. And it's so simple. I mean, look at it. Two things. When I was streaming, the setup looked a little more like this. Much more complicated. To give a basic rundown, you have your console. It goes to this little magic box, I like to call it. It's called a capture card. It sends the video from the console to the monitor so you can still see what you're playing. But it also sends it to a laptop. And that way, your laptop can send it to another PC that is streaming it. I will show you guys what this actually looks like a little later on when we get into making stuff, because I'll have a setup in the back where you can play a game and see how it streams from back there to the computer I'm streaming on. One of the big reasons why I have two computers up there is because a lot of times the consoles that my kids are playing on for esports are not near the computer I'm streaming with. So it can be across the room like it will be today. It can be in another room completely. So having that wireless transfer is extremely important. This is what our esports tournament setup looked like. So I showed you what an individual setup looked like, on the last slide. Every red arrow, except for the one with the circle, which is where my streaming setup was, every red arrow was one of those setups. So it's this setup times 7, which is a lot of materials, and took a lot of begging and pleading and selling my soul to the devil for those materials.
It took 3 trips in a school van thing to move all of the stuff.
All of the stuff, yeah. A lot of stuff.
Where do you get all of the materials from in terms of screens?
A lot of them were provided by our district, since it was a district competition. Some of our materials we brought ourselves from our Spark Lab. We were able to utilize some of the tech that Spark gave us and some of the tech that they gave us for esports. It was a big combination of mixture of where they came from.
The larger screens, Nicholas, were borrowed from various schools that had a mobile screen, and we just begged and borrowed.
Um, so, you guys, assume since you're here, you want to get into content creation, or at least see what it looks like. One of the biggest things with content creation is your why. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to create content? Is it for yourself? Is it to promote something? Is it for your school? In my instance, it was for my esports team. I wanted to make it for those parents and family members. So ask yourself right now, and take a few minutes to talk to a partner. Why do you want to create content? Why do you want to go out there and put yourself out there? And what kind of content do you want to create? So go ahead and take some time, like talk to a partner, like share. I want to hear some of these ideas. Alrighty. That was a lot of good discussion, guys. I heard a lot of great whys, and y'all are so creative with what you want to do and that kind of stuff. Last thing I have for you, I don't know what kind of device you have, whether you guys have laptops or iPads or just your phone, but I want you to make something that pushes you towards your content creation goals. Whether it's creating a logo on Canva, or there's another website if you guys want to create a logo, ask me, I got a good website for you. Getting yourself on a platform, create your account on YouTube or Twitch or TikTok or whatever platform you want to be on. Like, create it, customize it, get it done. Plan out a video idea, like, or write a script for a video. Like, what kind of content do you want to do? Like, what video do you have in mind already? And ideate. Brainstorm what kind of content you want to create. Go more in depth into the questions I had. What's your target audience? How much effort do you want to put into it? Like, really think about your content and your brand. So I'm going to leave you guys to go and do and make, because making is fun and important. So I'm going to go around and ask you guys what you're doing. I'm also at the back, I'm going to set up a little thing to play, a little game to show how the stream works. So I'll let you guys know when that's set up. Yeah, go create. switching over to. Everyone?
So Kayla, is this being streamed currently?
It is being streamed. I just got it up and running.
So y'all, a number of the units in Spark Lab will mention OBS, Open Broadcast System. This is that.
This is OBS. It's what I use to stream. As you can see, I'm connected to that screen over there to show the gameplay. It's great. If you guys want to learn how to use OBS, feel free to come up and talk to me. Like, it's complicated, and I want you guys to work on your own things if you want to, but if you want to learn about it, feel free to talk.
That looks a lot simpler than other streaming apps. I mean,
Yeah, and OBS is like the most basic streaming application. It's free, so you can download it on any computer and you can access screenshots for it. It is basic, and anyone who's like really into streaming and coding says OBS sucks. It's what the district lets me have, so I work with it.
okay, that makes sense. Because when you got no restrictions on what you can have, it's a lot.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And then of course, like money issues don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's OBS. Very cool. I'm actually I use an application called Video Native. It's on a laptop over there. You guys can see it today. You can see it when you if you go check it out. And it's streaming it from that laptop straight to my personal speaker here. That's streaming it to you.
And
It's
it's
very
live right now?
calming. Yeah, it's live right now. You can search it up. We're C-Tech Shenanigans because we love doing shenanigans.
Right.
Kayla, you might want to wrap it up and let them know to go to their next session.
Okay.
Big teacher voice.
Hey guys, just a heads up. It is about 10:55, so if you have a next session, feel free to leave if you need to. If you guys don't like have more time in between your session, feel free to stay and like check things out.
Kayla, I'm gonna go check out Astros if you need anything.
50, so if you have a next session to go to, you should probably leave. But if you have time in between your next session, feel free to stay.
Logo. You know the bag, right? You think I left my bag at the place? Yeah, I know. It's alright. Unless they ask for like the contact. Yeah, that's right. They will. Is it not food inspection?
We're not fighting. That you're doing some inspection. We're not fighting. Who's like,
It's complicated as it is. Alright, Kayla, they got me a station here in case you need support, but it looks like you got a ball handle.
I got it all done.
I'll be over there in the corner in case you need me.
Thank you.
But you know what you do.
I do. It took me a while, but I finally.
Yep.
Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna give people a few more minutes to come in, sit down.
OBS Studio.
Yup. OBS Studios. We're live right now at the stream. Yep.
Excellent. This how you flip.
Y'all are not on stream. I am streaming one when I pull up a camera. It's this one. It's facing towards me, and two, it's streaming the screen. So no privacy is being breached. I swear. Don't sue me. I don't have money. We should have more people. So I'm gonna give them a few more minutes. I think it doesn't start till 11. Feel free to go play like the game in the back until we start, because yeah, there's a game in the back corner to show off how the streaming is set up. If you want to look, it's got the capture card and everything. Hi Carson, welcome in. I'm gonna give people a few more minutes to get in here. Yeah. So unfortunately, it is not a Switch. It is called a Steam Deck.
Steam Deck, yeah.
It doesn't need network. That's why we bought this one. You play with the controllers as long as you don't unplug. It's fine.
I know. It's already on the screen.
It's not gonna come on that screen, but it's gonna come on this. Did you hit the power button? Honestly, I really need to switch to the
Cause we need a capture card.
What did I vote? Welcome, welcome. It is about 11 o'clock. I'm gonna have a few more minutes for stragglers. How's everyone doing today? Good? Good? Having fun? Learning things? I hope you're learning things.
Glide, they didn't realize how much time we had, and they were still telling us about it, and I told them, hey, I have to leave in 10 to 15.
Oh, shoot.
They're like, wait,
sucks.
was like, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't really finish the whole thing.
That sucks. We have plenty of time. I know because
No, not classes.
I just had a session. Oh. Yeah, plenty of time. Hi guys, welcome in. Sit wherever you like. Alright guys. I'm gonna switch over to Alright guys, I think everyone's here. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Exploring Streaming and Content Creation. Yay! Alright, I didn't expect that. My name is Kayla. I will be presenting. You guys saw me earlier on the podcast. And let's jump right into it. Alright, who am I? Why am I up here talking to you about something? I swear I have experience. I swear I'm a knowledgeable person. One, I'm a Spark Ambassador, so you'll see me around a lot. I'm my school's esports manager, which has got me into streaming content creation. And I am a very cool person, I swear. So far, I've made an app prototype. I've set up and run an esports tournament, and I'm one of the many faces of Spark. But today, I'm going to focus on the tournament. Like I mentioned on the podcast, I set up a stream for the tournament. It was one of the biggest accomplishments I had. It was so family and friends who couldn't make it to the event or were out of state or whatever could watch their kids compete at our local tournament. So we're going to talk about streaming because I know somewhat about it. When you usually play games, it looks a little bit like this, where it goes straight from a console to the monitor you're playing on. Very simple, very easy. Everyone's seen this, right? Hopefully. This is what it looks like when you try to stream from a console. Much more complicated. A lot more pieces, a lot more components. But so you start with the console, and then I have this magic black box that does everything I want it to, and it works with me all the time, definitely. It's called a capture card. It's magic in my eyes. It sends the video from the console to your monitor so you can keep playing, but it also sends it to a laptop. And from that laptop, I'm able to send the video wirelessly, ooh, cool, to another computer that is streaming on YouTube. I will set that up again in the back later for you guys to see how it works. One of the biggest things, the laptop to the PC doesn't seem needed, right? You can just stream on that laptop. Wrong. Especially when you have 7 different setups of this and you have to stream it all on one computer that is across the room or in a completely different room. This is what our esports tournament setup looked like. The big arrow circle is where my setup was, where I was streaming on the things, where I had my commentator commentating on the games. We actually had 2 streams set up that year, or this past year. And every red arrow is a screen and a game console that was set up with the whole setup that you saw on the last screen with the capture card and laptop and everything. A lot of resources, a lot of time and effort. and it took a long time to figure out. This is another angle. You can see there's 2 more screens down here. And then we have some PCs set up in the back, which are a whole nother ball game. So you guys are here. You want to get into content creation, hopefully. You guys want to learn more about it. One of the biggest things about going into content creation is your why. Why do you want to create content? For me, it was for my esports team, for their families at home that couldn't make it to the game. But for you, it's probably going to be vastly different, like to promote something for fun, to explore tech skills, because Spark loves you guys doing that, so. So go ahead and like turn to someone at your table, talk to them, tell them about what your why is. Go into some of these other questions like what type of content do you want to do? What's your target audience and how much effort do you want to put in? Mic a little closer. Okay, you guys had a lot of good whys. I heard a lot of fun, which is great. I heard a lot of day in the lives, which is very interesting, lifestyle. Very cool whys, guys. Absolutely amazing. I hope you guys do something with this. Actually, speaking of that, I want you guys to do something. Go ahead, make something. If it's a logo, use like Canva, or there's a website called Brand Crowd that is an AI, and it'll make you a logo for your social media content, your brand. Create an account on a platform that you want to use. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, whatever it is. Create an account and customize it so that it fits your brand. Plan out a video or a script or something that you already have an idea of what you want to do. Or, brainstorm, think more about what kind of content you want to create. Go more in depth in the questions that were on the last slide. Like, do something like that puts you towards the path of making content. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. If you guys want to learn more about OBS, I'll be walking around and I'll happy to show you guys. And I'm going to set up a stream setup over there so you guys can play the game and see how the streaming works. Anyway.